Hey, so there's another video where I talk. Um, so here's Scratch, and I'm going to use another thing and log on to just a countless uh stuff. So basically, I got banned on Scratch. So oh yeah, I just realized you can't see the other thing, can you? Yeah. Okay, so basically, my account was blocked or banned because most of it was because of this. Now, of course, I did say this a long time ago, but mostly I'm guessing it's because of this. So I believe it was on a. It says, what is it? It's important to keep your content friendly and appropriate for all ages. I'll get to that later. The pride that goes before destruction is one of the things I said. All right. And then I also said, Jesus is Lord. Try proving me wrong with evidence, not a report. You can't even if you can't even provide evidence, I need a report that just proves Mohammedanism is wrong. So let me ask you how this is critical of Islam. How is this critical of Islam? How is this inappropriate for the site? I'll get to that part later. Actually, how is this critical of Islam? This is having. I'm inviting someone to have an open debate with me. And a lot of people love to report people. That's why I said, don't report, right? How is this critical, once again, of Islam? Hello? Like, what is the thinking behind this? Is this just, like, is Scratch just Reddit where it's hyper left wing and anything that disagrees with me or that is kind of on the wrong side with me? So, like, if they're Christian, if they're white, if they're straight, then they must be bad. Is this their thinking? I'm going to log out and show you some of the absolute garbage on this platform. All right, I've never searched up gender before. Let me ask you. Okay, never mind. Let's see this. This is a whole bunch of certain pride flags, right? Right? Transgender. I don't know what this all this stuff is, but transgender. Do you think attempting to change a child's sexual identity when they don't even exactly know who they want to be yet, besides because it is for kids college is for kids 8 up. You think this is appropriate? Or let's say sexuality. I bet you'll be able to see something. Sexuality. You're teaching kids 8 plus about sexuality. You think this is acceptable? You think this is acceptable? You think this is acceptable? People posing as furry? I mean, of course, you can do it, of course. There's not much wrong with that. But the thing is, when you're having 8 plus, so yeah, 8 plus year olds, so you could have an 8 year old see this. This is not appropriate for the like the target of Scratch. There are children or maybe teens who, instead of actually focusing on school and stuff that could help them at least be able to like buy their own stuff, buy their own house and stuff. Instead of doing that, they're making furry costumes. And this is one of the reasons. They have Pride Month. Like, dude, let me just Pride Month is not kid friendly. It's never been, never will be. Okay, it is about sexuality, and yeah. How is this allowed on Scratch? And me saying, and me having, and me inviting anyone, to an open debate about Christianity versus Islam. How is that critical? How is that inappropriate when this is plastered across the front page and on the Scratch Cat main account? I don't understand. How can you be this absolutely twisted? Why would you be this absolutely twisted? Do they just have too much liberal brain rot? Is that the problem? What is the problem here? Maybe they want to be more accepting and progressive. But that's not. I bet if I search up something about abortion, it'll come up. Oh, wow, finally, nothing comes up. Islam? You've also got, of course, is you know, Islam things, right? The thing is, isn't okay, Christianity, by Scratch's definition, Christianity is critical of everything else. That means Islam is too, because Christianity and Islam both have truth claims. And let me see, Christ, of course, they do allow this, right? But I have had my description removed for saying Christ is Lord in it. For saying Christ is Lord. Because it was critical of other religions. I want to go on longer, but I don't exactly know what else to say. Um yeah, I just don't know what can let me see. Let's just look at one of these sexuality things. The first one, shall we? Okay, I just realized this might be copyrighted, so I will not be playing it. Yeah, see, you're sharing this ideology. You're just shoving this ideology. This is not normal. This does not look like a normal human. I'm sorry if you think otherwise, but this does not look like a normal human. Being LGBTQ is not that weird in the grand scheme of things, and if you think it's weird, you're a really cool, badass person that will only will only make you cooler. I don't think this is appropriate for 8 plus, but I'm just gonna skip over that, right? Huh. Interesting. And then of course there are studios of what is it like LGBTQ allied studios, not just LGBTQ studios who do not allow anyone who is not LGBT, so anyone who's straight, they don't allow any of those people in there. How is this Scratch? And it was on the front page, so I know a moderator took a look at it. How is that Scratch moderators not offensive, not discriminatory? And of course, I pointed out that it was ironic that a studio of love and acceptance would not love and accept people who don't agree with them. And there was actually a guy who was like, you know what, that is true, but he wasn't someone who was in position of who was in a position of power. So that was really sad. Um, let's see if I can find anything on the front page because Pride Month is over, Lust Month is over, so I'm not sure if there'll be anything here. Anti BMO, what the heck? Wait, okay, yeah, this is some. Mm. Oh yeah, CB. Well, okay, yeah, CB has a pride flag. Is that? So the thing is, I don't even know where to go from here. I mean, this is just irony. There's so much contradiction here. There's hypocrisy. I mean, Scratch is supposed to be a website for nothing but. Scratch is supposed to be a website for programming, right? You wanna create games and stuff, or maybe not games. I'm gonna close this. You wanna create stuff, right? I mean, there you can do some pretty cool things. You can you can make some amazing things. I mean, let me see. I bet there's like there's just some really cool stuff here, right? But instead of having that, and of course they do have comments, so that should be moderated, right? But instead of moderating like normal people, these guys moderate worse than Reddit. These guys, like, Don't hide behind your, oh, they're 8 years old. Well, that's clearly not what the front page games say, what the front page projects say. And that's clearly not what CB's profile says when he's literally has a profile about celebrating sexuality. And then let's see this. CB, you can't tell what gender CB is. That is not normal. A major part of a child's development is developing into either if they're a male or a female. And unfortunately, you're not able to change that after you're born. You got all of this stuff, right? I mean, most of it, a lot of it is pride stuff. This is one of the like admin, the big boss head admin accounts, and you've got this stuff going on in there, and then you don't let me have a debate about Christianity versus Islam. Why? Because it's so right wing. Because Christianity is colonial, or whatever the liberals would say. So, I guess I can't just sit here and complain, can I? Um, I'll have to, you know, you complain, you have to have a solution. So what do I think? I don't really have a solution, honestly, because I mean, you know what? I do have a few solutions, but they're not exactly easy to do, and I don't think they're Scotch in its current state is going to necessarily support it. Um, I think you should have some sort of appeal form on the ban thing because currently there that doesn't exist. Um, and so it's like, yeah, okay. So this is one of the basically an account that's linked to yeah. This is an alternate account. So by the way, that is not my name. If you were wondering. If you believe that another person or group is wrong in their belief system or morally wrong due to a part of their identity, if you believe that another group or is wrong in their belief system, what if in their belief system it says that being gay is wrong? Hmm? Similarly, we don't allow people to post comments claiming it's not. I didn't say it's not okay. I said I want to have a debate because that's what you progressives want, right? You want us to point toward civil discourse, but they're not allowing that because they're so amazingly left wing. I just think Scratch's moderation needs a revamp, and I think you should allow they should add some sort of appeal button here. I also think that anything having to do with sexuality should not be on Scratch. It should be treated the way it should be treated, which is get taken down. This is not stuff children should see. And if you think otherwise, you are either one, absolutely disgusting, two, you have no backbone and are just accepting what other people say, or three, you have some sort of twisted reason that I would love for you to share with me. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Not a very happy video, but a video nonetheless. This, guys, is why you need Jesus, and if you don't have him, get him. All right, bye.